Hey guys, it's Ryan, and today I'm going to be showing you how I did my daily sheets for January 28th through February 3rd. So if you'd like to see how I put that together, keep watching. Okay guys, to be honest, when I started, I had no idea what direction I wanted these sheets to go in. I just knew that I needed to be able to write down more detail about my day than I was getting from my weekly sheets. So I just started by thinking every day I need to have a checklist of like things that I need to get done that day. That way I would have a place to kind of put my weekly tasks. It would help me kind of put a place to designate a specific day to those things. I want to get started in sort of like reflection planning or memory keeping, if you want to call it that. So that was kind of the main drive behind these sheets, was when I went and did my reflection or memory planning, I would have some information to kind of pull from. I would know exactly what I did on those days and be able to mark it in my memory or reflection planning. Then I realized that I do want to keep track of what I'm eating, so I created a space for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And on certain pages, you'll see that I have a space for snacks. And then I created a water total. So right now, I'm really trying to keep track of my water intake. I know that I have not been drinking enough water, so that was one of the main things as far as health-wise that I want to record. And I'm actually still doing that. So my goal now is to drink at least 40 ounces of water or more a day. The goal is 40 ounces, so if I hit that goal, then, I check it off. If I don't, then I put the total there so I could at least get a count of how much water I drank, how far short I fell. So each day I kind of just made sure I had a place for that. I wanted to switch up exactly how my days were actually set up, like the design of it, but I essentially wanted all the information to be there. I also wanted to make sure that I was using stickers I have a fitness happy planner book that was getting no love, so that's where I pulled most of these stickers to mark what I was eating, my water totals, and my snacks. I also want to ensure that I'm doing a chore every day to kind of stay up on top of our house. The crazy thing is that the week that I did this, I was actually really on top of our chores. It wasn't to do everything in one day or multiple things in a day. It was literally just put there so I could remember to do one or maybe two things a day, but the goal was really to do at least one chore a day. And when I did that, the house actually, surprisingly, looked better, because every day I just thought, okay, this is one thing that I can do. And it was in addition to like the regular chores that we do. We really try to make sure we clean up the kitchen before we go to bed and, lay out our uniforms, pack our lunches, those kind of things. It was more of like vacuum the living room or straighten up my bathroom. So things that usually didn't take more than 30 minutes. And by looking at it that way, I really did stay on top of the chores. So that is definitely something that I think I want to keep for future daily sheets. This whole week was really just an experiment, honestly. I haven't had any real experience with working with daily sheets, and I think it's just an added step that I need to kind of like get more detail into how my day is going. I just need to be able to mark and keep track and be accountable for more information than I have in my weekly sheets. But because I have no experience with really using daily sheets, I kind of just wanted to test drive something and see which sections I really liked and which sections I can kind of leave behind. So the last bottom section that you guys will see on the daily sheets is kind of a section, I guess, sort of specifically for me. So you'll see that I have one side of the page that says highlight, and then on the other side it'll have either bullets or it'll have a to-do list. So the top to-do list are things that I literally need to remember. So remembering to take food to my daughter's school if she needs it, or remembering to bring extra clothes if she needs it, or remembering to take the trash out before I leave for work, or pick something up when I get off of work. That's kind of what that top checklist was for. The bottom one, those checklists were to keep account of things that I actually did, like tangible things that I actually did that day. What did my day amount to? I wanted to put them there and essentially be able to check them off or know that I need to migrate them to another day. So the bottom was really like an actual to-do list. The top was just sort of a reminder list. Then on the other side where it says remember, or it may say highlight, those are things that I want to keep for my reflection or my memory planner. So highlights, they don't have to be big. They just are things that I want to remember for the day. They could have been things with work that I did that I wanted to remember, things with my husband and my daughter that I wanted to remember, little stories or whatever. If something funny happened, I can kind of make a note of that. Or they can just be, major thoughts that day. Maybe something that was giving me major anxiety, so I could write something how I felt, or if I felt really great, something I did that was really great that made me feel really great. So that's kind of what that highlight sort of reflection area was supposed to serve as. Out of everything that I did on these daily sheets, because I did them this last week of January, but I did not do them the first week of February because I changed around my layout. I created my own inserts, and so I was test driving those, and I didn't want to also include the daily sheets because I wanted to really see if my new weekly layout was working for me. But out of the daily sheets, something that I incorporated in my new weekly layout was definitely the water goal. That definitely helped. I did not include the chores, which I think is definitely something that I should have included, and I will either be including in my weekly inserts or my new daily inserts. But as a whole, this sort of project test drive of daily sheets was actually a lot more helpful than I thought it would be. I thought it would be something that I just kind of fell off of and didn't really get much use out of. It was just sort of an idea to really see like, oh, I don't think it's going to work. Let me confirm that it's not going to work. And it actually was the opposite. I didn't think it was going to work, and they actually ended up being really beneficial for me. I was able to kind of keep track of more things during the day. I was a little bit less overwhelmed because I looked at my entire week and then chose things from the week to do each day. So that made things a little bit less chaotic for me. It allowed me to focus a lot more than I feel like I have been in the past weeks. So I'm really happy that I did this. It was really helpful. It was really beneficial. And I'm really looking forward to including it in, my future planning style. It's definitely something that I'm happy I tried and I picked up because it actually ended up working for me. So here you guys are just going to see me popping it into my planner. I actually went back and reviewed these throughout the week. So I actually ended up planning every day. So I looked at my planner every day during this week. And surprisingly, I got more things done. Who would have known? Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you see, please hit the like button, drop me a comment, and let me know what you thought of the video. And if you're not subscribed, of course, please subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.